Peace YouTube, peace X. Welcome to Winning Wednesdays. For anyone that's new joining us this week, on Winning Wednesdays, we discuss ownership, power, and wealth. We discuss where ownership, power, and wealth are located. If you're interested in ownership, power, and wealth, you are in the right place. If you are interested in eternal subordination, not getting what you deserve, this is not the place for you. So we welcome any new viewers this week. As you come in, shout out where you're from. Let us know where you're from. Here in South Florida. Let us know where you're checking in from. We got Detroit in the building. Welcome, Andrea. Thank you for the support. Detroit, Michigan in the building. All right, I got a few things I want to discuss in my notes here today, but we'll give it a minute before we start. We'll give it about 3 minutes before we start. Peace to El Haj. What's up, El Haj? Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I don't think I've ever been to North Carolina. I've driven through North Carolina. I've just never stopped in North Carolina. Welcome, El Haj. So you might have seen today's description. A couple articles I want to discuss, but I saw earlier today a few articles I want to discuss on CNN Business and on Yahoo Finance. So we'll get to those in a little bit. Welcome, everyone. Before we started, I wanted to actually shout out somebody. Well, it's not more of a shout out; it's more of a recognition of someone that just passed. Dr. Baxter Montgomery. He was based in Houston, Texas. He just passed away this past weekend, so we send condolences to him and his family. I met Dr. Baxter a few years ago, and I spoke to him a couple of times, and I believe he had a vegan restaurant or a vegan juice bar in Houston. So I remember him telling me about it. So his passing is just a reminder to take care of our health. For me personally, it's a reminder to myself to take care of my health. There's no sense of in us building all this wealth, and we have no health to enjoy it. So rest in peace to Dr. Baxter Montgomery. I believe he just passed over the weekend. So we send our condolences to him and his family. Peace, Jen, Callie in the building. Yeah, rest in peace to Dr. Baxter. Yeah, and actually this serves as another reminder to myself to keep in touch with certain people. Send them a text, send them an email, give them a phone call. It serves as a reminder to keep in touch with certain people. Just certain people I want to keep in touch with in my network, and it just really serves as a reminder that no day is promised. Today's, we need to take advantage of the current day, right? Tomorrow's not promised, so it's a reminder on several fronts. Take care of our health, keep in touch with people that people in our network, and well, those two things especially. Yeah, health is the ultimate wealth. Exactly. Health is the ultimate wealth. So it serves as his passing serves as a reminder for myself, especially for multiple things. So we send rest in peace to him. All right, let's get into it. I've got a few things in my notes here, but I checked CNN Business this morning, and I wanted to discuss a couple articles that I saw this morning. So let me share my screen here. Share. Here we go. CNN Business. All right, let's see if you can see this. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Before we continue, you guys can see me and hear me, right? I just want to make sure you guys can see me and hear me. Just drop a yes in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Okay, cool. All right, thank you, Hell Hutch. All right, let's see here. Okay, so yes, this is a screenshot, a live screenshot from CNN Business. There's an article right here I wanted to discuss. This article right here. Private sector firms added just 37,000 jobs in May, the lowest total in more than 2 years. So before we get into the detail of this article, just that headline alone serves as a reminder to not defer our outcomes to anyone else. All right, so before we get into the detail, and I say this as a reminder to myself first, I will not defer my outcomes to anyone else. I will not defer my outcomes to any middleman. I will not defer my outcomes to Mr. Charlie. I will not defer my outcomes to HR. I will take full responsibility of my outcomes myself. I will take full self accountability of my outcomes myself. Okay. Private sector just added that many jobs. This serves as a reminder right there to not defer our outcomes to anyone else. All right, let's get into the article detail. All right, high economic uncertainty has hiring grinding to a halt at U.S. businesses. All right, pause for the cause right there. Pause for the cause right there. Business lesson one of today, June. What is it? June 3rd, June 4th, June 4th. First lesson of Winning Wednesdays, June 4th, 2025. Create our own businesses. We can't rely on yesterday's business model in today's economy. We need to form our own businesses and take full control of our outcomes ourselves. So business lesson one, start our own business if you haven't already. Mr. Charlie does not love us. Okay, so let's see what it says. Job growth slowed for a second month in a row at private sector firms, which added just 37,000 jobs in May, according to a new employment estimates released Wednesday by payroll company ADP. May's jobs gains, which marked a sharp setback from the 60,000 jobs added that ADP reported for April, came in significantly below economists' expectations for 130,000 jobs to be added. So they expected 130, they got 37,000. All right, so let's take a lesson from that alone. Let's build our own businesses instead of building Mr. Charlie's business. Let's build our own wealth before we build Mr. Charlie's wealth. It's kind of a radical idea, but we need radical solutions. We've been jerked, we've been led astray, we've been miseducated long enough. We will take our outcomes into our own hands. All right, let me get back to the article here. It's the lowest monthly total since March 2023. The weak numbers we're seeing now does not point to a labor market that's collapsing, but there is hiring hesitancy. Mr. Charlie don't like your resume. Mr. Charlie, HR don't like you. HR doesn't like your resume. Okay, hiring hesitancy. All right, so if we're hesitant to start a business yesterday, we will not be hesitant today. We have no choice at this point. AI is coming to replace all the hard workers. The robots are coming to replace all the hard workers. They're putting a freeze on hiring. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? We are going to start our own businesses and take matters. How about this? Take our matters into our own hands. If that's radical, so be it. All right. Okay. This guy pegged the loss of hiring momentum to downbeat consumer sentiment and trade policy uncertainty. The bulk of the hiring slowdown came from the goods sector, which lost 2,000 jobs, according to the report. Okay, U.S. Stock futures, let's get this. Okay, President Donald Trump's sweeping policy moves, especially in a whipsaw approach to massive import tariffs, left businesses shell-shocked, uncertain of input costs and the extent to which these changing policies could rattle consumers. Okay, just a reminder, we're not going to defer our outcomes to anyone else. I can't speak for you. I can speak for myself only. I spent too many years deferring my outcomes to all our favorite middlemen. I will never again defer my outcome to any middleman. Only me and God will control my outcomes. And I hope the same thing for you. I hope the same thing for you. Take full accountability of your outcomes. Take full responsibility of your outcomes. Do not defer your outcomes to other people and then expect them to have your best interest in mind. They have their best interest in mind. Not surprising. Okay, let's continue. It's like driving through fog for some of our firms here. When you're in that situation, you can't really stop, but you might slow down. When it comes to hiring, there's hesitancy because of a wide level of uncertainty. HR don't like you. HR don't like your resume. Mr. Charlie don't like you. Mr. Charlie don't like your resume. What are you going to do about it? All right, let's see. Where am I here? Okay, I'm losing track. All right. I say the same thing because it's really just that important. Let's see what else. And it was the smallest of the firms that lost the biggest share of jobs. Firms with under 50 employees shed 13,000 jobs in May. Jobs are decreasing. Jobs are disappearing. Jobs are not your solution. The person in the mirror is your solution. The man upstairs is your solution. As goes small business, so goes the economy. This weakness is something that we're paying close attention to. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, let's skip down a little bit. Despite the stark pullback in hiring, pay growth held up, presenting an encouraging sign of stability within the labor market. Pay growth for those who stayed at their employee and those who switched jobs was 4.5%. And okay, here's another business lesson right here. Let's pause for the cause right there. Pay growth for those who stayed at their employer and those who switched jobs was 4.5% and 7% respectively. Okay, so anyone know what the latest inflation report is, what the latest inflation rate is? Anyone know what the latest inflation rate is? Anyone know what the latest inflation rate is? Drop it in the chat if you know what it is. Let's see here. Okay, so I believe it was about 3%. All right, so even though latest inflation report was about 3%, it says those who stayed at their employer and those who switched was 4.5% and 7% respectively. Okay, so since really the beginning of this decade, the last 5 years, inflation has been over 4.5% and 7%. So if inflation is higher than the growth rate of your salary, we're hustling backwards, right? So there's a business lesson in there. Right there, we want our pay growth to outpace the rate of inflation. Otherwise, we are hustling backwards. And we've been hustling backwards long enough. No more hustling backwards. All right. Trump took to social media Wednesday morning to ramp up pressure on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. ADP number out. Too late. Powell must lower rate. He's unbelievable. Europe has lowered 9 times. Okay, so Trump is trying to get Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, to lower rates. I believe the Federal Reserve will decide on an interest rate cut or to keep it flat later this month. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see what else this article says. All right, so this is a article from CNN Business that I saw this morning. You can check it out later on. But this is an article from earlier today, so I wanted to discuss this article right here. Private sector added just 37,000 jobs. The expectation was 130. So this is an article from earlier today I wanted to bring up at today's meeting. So what do you think about that? This just serves as another reminder to ourselves to take our own matters into our own hands. Okay, no more of our favorite middlemen. We will stop deferring to all our favorite middlemen. We will take full responsibility of our outcomes and our lives, our damn selves. How about that? What do you guys think about that? Jobs report changes things. Okay, so where do you think the jobs reports are going to go in the future as the advancements in AI continue to roll out, as the advancements in As these robots are rolled out, as the AI continues to advance, what do you think the jobs? Do you think these numbers are going to look more favorable in the future, or are they going to look even crazier in the future? Yeah, business lesson one here: create or start our own businesses. Let's put the fear aside. Let's put all the fear aside. I mean, there's nothing really left to be afraid of, right? If we're not afraid of losing the job, we should have no more fear left. Worst case scenario already happened, right? It's kind of me. It's kind of like me. I live here in South Florida. It's kind of like me being afraid of the hurricane when the hurricane already blew away my house last night. Ain't nothing left to be afraid of. Worst case scenario already happened. HR jerked us. Mr. Charlie jerked us. We got miseducated. We got programmed the wrong way. Worst case scenario already happened. Let's stop. Let's stop with the fear. Worst case scenario already happened. Ain't no fear left. Only up from here. So business lesson one, start or create your own businesses. Put all the fear aside. Worst case scenario already happened. Hurricane already came and blew my house away. I shouldn't be afraid of the hurricane anymore. Worst case scenario already happened. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I think yeah, and about 3%. I think last month's CPI report. All right. So even though inflation's about 3%, and that article said your pay raise is going about 4% or 7%, just think about the last 5. What happened the last 5 years? All right. Inflation far outpaced our growth in our salary. So that's another reminder for us to start our own businesses, scale your side hustle, scale your real estate portfolio, learn options, learn entrepreneurship, stop depending on Mr. Charlie, stop depending on HR. They don't like us. It's all good. We don't like them. Let their ass come work for us. We worked for their asses the last 500 years. Let their ass come work for us. We whoop their ass in business. Lesson two: salary should up. Salary should, yeah, exactly. Business lesson two: our growth in our salary should outpace inflation. Otherwise, we are hustling backwards. We're the hamster on that wheel. We're running and running, 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 and we're getting nowhere. Okay, so we should learn wealth plays. Okay, we should learn wealth strategies. All right. We love the job application long enough. Job application is a negative returning business venture. We will start our own businesses. Yep. All right. So that's the first article I want to discuss. The jobs report. All right, let me get back to what I want to do before I continue is take a live look at the market. I forgot to take that live look at the market before we begin. So let's look at the current market. Okay, so here is the market. Here's a live look at the market. Let's see what's going on. All right, pretty much green. Major indexes are slightly up. Mega caps are up. Apple is slightly down. Amazon's up. BTC USD currently at 105. Ethereum 2600. Google's up slightly. Eli Lilly up 2%. Let's see what else. Microsoft up slightly. Meta up 2%. What else? Netflix up to 1200. 31. Nvidia slightly down to 140. Palantir down 3% to 129. Tesla down 3% to 332. So that's a live look at the market. Let's see here. Nasdaq up, S&P up, Bitcoin slightly down. So that's what we're looking at as of 12:19 p.m. Eastern, June 4th, 2025. All right, so that's a live look at what we're working with in the stock market. All right, so what do you guys think about that? Mostly green, slight red with Apple, slight red with Bitcoin, slight red with Nvidia. Otherwise green. All right. All right, let's get back to a couple other articles I wanted to discuss today. And one of them actually touches on what we talked about just a minute ago. It's just a further reminder to stop deferring all our outcomes to all our favorite middlemen. All right, so let me share my screen here. Screen share. This article dropped on, I think it was Monday. Let me share my screen to make sure my tech is straight. Okay, so here we go. Here's another reminder. HR don't like you. HR don't like your resume. Mr. Charlie don't like you. Mr. Charlie don't like your resume. What are you going to do about it? Let's see here. Disney to lay off several hundred employees globally. All right, so I guess Disney is no longer the most happiest place on earth. I guess not. Disney is no longer the happiest place on earth. Breaking news here on Winning Wednesdays. Disney is no longer the happiest place on earth if you're one of these 100 employees. All right, let's see what it says here. Disney is laying off several hundred employees across its global operations as part of an effort to reduce costs. Pause for the cause right there. Pause for the cause right there. Pause for the cause right there. With the advancements in AI, you think costs are going to increase or costs going to decrease? Can we work any harder than we already worked? Assuming we can work 24 hours a day, assuming we do not need to sleep, assuming we don't need a lunch break, assuming we do not need to go to the bathroom. Can we work harder than the AI? Can we work harder than the robots? If you can, here's the follow-up question. Do you want to work harder than the robots? Right? Do you want to work harder than the robots? Assuming you can work harder than the robots, assuming you do want to work harder than the robots, do you need to sleep? Do you need a lunch break? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need what? You need health benefits? What? You crazy? You need dental benefits? You crazy? You crazy? Hey, I don't need no dental benefits. Hey, I don't need no health benefits. We're coming to replace you. We're coming to replace you. All the hard workers on the call today, I'm a recovering hard worker. I have to admit, I got to check myself before I check anyone else. I'm a recovering hard worker. No more hard work. Efficient work only. Efficient work only. I actually talked about this last week. I dropped a profit margin training on YouTube last week. Check that out. We talked about no more hard work. Efficient work only. So check out that replay on YouTube. I believe it's on the Financial Juneteenth channel. No more hard work. We've worked hard enough, long enough. Our people have worked hard enough, long enough. No more hard work. Efficient work only. The AI is coming to replace us. The robots are coming to replace us. No more hard work. Bottom line. All right, let's get back to the article. With consumers increasingly shifting from traditional cable package to streaming. The cuts are part of a broader effort to streamline operations as the entertainment giant adapts to a rapidly changing media landscape. Affected areas include marketing for both film and television, TV publicity, casting and development, and corporate financial operations. The company told Yahoo Finance that it has taken a surgical approach to minimize the number of impacted employees, adding that no teams are being eliminated as part of the process. All right, let's pause for the cause right there. Let's pause for the cause. Let's meditate on that right there. The company told Yahoo Finance that it has taken a surgical approach to minimize the number of impacted employees, adding that no teams are being eliminated as part of the process. I want to add one word at the very end of that sentence. The word I would add is yet. Let's read that paragraph again. The company told Yahoo Finance that it has taken a surgical approach to minimize the number of impacted employees, adding that no teams are being eliminated as part of the process yet. AI coming for that ass. Automation coming for that ass. Robots coming for that ass. We ain't believing what's in the media. We will think for ourselves, and we will make the best decision based off what we believe is truth. The stock was little change on the news. All right, so for any Disney shareholders, for any owners in Disney, it looks like current price is $114. Disney's been struggling in recent years, I believe. The mass exodus of pay TV subscribers has triggered widespread job losses across nearly all media industries' traditional businesses. In response, companies like Disney have shifted their focus and resources towards streaming, pouring billions into building out direct to consumer. There you go. Business lesson. Well, I forget what number we're on. Business lesson 3, business lesson 4. Direct to consumer. What does that mean in layman's terms? What does that mean in layman's terms? Direct to consumer just means in layman's terms, cut out the middleman. We love middlemen. We love deferring our outcomes to all our favorite middlemen. We will cut out the middleman. No more middlemen, especially those that kick their feet up and have their hands out. What's your value add? If you ain't add no value, we will cut your ass out of the equation. We will go direct to consumer. No more middlemen. All right, let's see what else it says. So business lesson 3 or business lesson 4, cut out the middleman. No more middleman. Go direct to consumer. For all my entrepreneurs, for all my business owners, skip the middleman. If you got a product or service, sell directly to your customer. Sell directly to your consumer. Therefore, you can keep more of the margin. All right, let's see what else it says. Latest earnings release. Disney reported a 13% year-over-year drop in linear network revenue, while direct-to-consumer revenue climbed 8%. Okay, so there's the math to support it. Underscoring the company's accelerated pivot to digital distribution. All right, so actually, I wanted to pause for the cause. I was going too fast. I wanted to pause for the cause again here. Just these 2 paragraphs alone gives us 2 business lessons. One of them is to cut out the middleman, go to directly to your consumer. And I guess it's business lesson 4. Business lesson 4 is if you're a business owner, if you're one of the big companies, or even if you're a small company, what you want to do is keep an eye on the environmental landscape. Figure out what your competitors are doing, figure out what other companies are doing, and you may want to keep an eye on what these other companies are doing. What's working, what's not working. All right, we have to be able to adapt. We just can't be so rigid. What worked yesterday may not work today. What worked today may not work tomorrow. So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, we need to keep an eye on the environmental landscape. Keep an eye on what other companies are doing, what's working, what's not working. I think that's business lesson 4. Keep an eye on what your competitors are doing. Keep an eye on what other companies are doing, especially within your industry. All right. Since 2023, Disney has eliminated more than 8,000 roles as part of a broader effort to cut $7.5 billion in annual costs. Do you think this number is going to go up? This 8,000 going to go up, or is it going to go down? You think this number is going to go up, or do you think this number is going to go down? All right. Let's see what else it says here. All right, but you can read the rest of this article on Yahoo Finance. All right, I wanted to discuss this article because it provides several business lessons and a reminder, right? A reminder to stop deferring our outcomes to all our favorite middlemen, to keep an eye on our environmental landscape as a business owner, and to cut out all middlemen. If you can be direct to market, cut out your middlemen, keep more of the margin to yourself. All right, so what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Business lesson 3, go direct to consumer. We're going to stop people pleasing and ass kissing all these middlemen. We're going to cut their ass out of the equation, especially if they don't add value, and we're going to be direct to market. We're going to be direct to consumer. One thing I've done in recent years is try to eliminate all the middlemen I do business with. If your ass is a middleman in my business venture and you don't know what your value add is, why the hell would I pay you? Why the hell would I pay you? If I'm trying to act as one of the middlemen in your business venture and you ask me what my value add is and I don't know, cut my ass out of the equation. Why would you pay me? Why would you pay me? Logic. We don't need no PhD in business to understand that. That's basic ass logic. If you're a business owner and you're dealing with a whole bunch of middlemen, ask them, what's your value add? See what they say. If they don't know what their value add is, why the hell would you pay them? Cut their ass out of the equation, go direct to market, and keep more of the margin yourself. I got a background in real estate, so I was dealing with a lot of middlemen over the years. I got to people please and ass kiss the appraiser. I got to people please and ass kiss the inspector. I got to people please and ass kiss the lender. I got to people please and ass kiss the tenant. I got to people please and ass kiss and pay a whole bunch of middlemen. I will cut your ass out of the equation if you don't know your value add and you've got your feet kicked up and you expect me to pay you. Otherwise, I've got better alternatives. I'm going direct to market. I'm going to cash flow directly from the market myself. Why the hell would I pay you? What's your value add? What's your value add? If you don't know your value add, within 7 seconds or less, I'm going to cut your ass out of the equation. I'm going to keep more of the margin for myself. All right? No more middlemen, especially if their ass don't know what their value add is. Yeah, keep an eye on the environment, competitive landscape. Let me ask you a question. Does Burger King keep an eye on what McDonald's does? Does McDonald's keep an eye on what Burger King does? Does Mercedes keep an eye on what BMW does? Does BMW keep an eye on what Mercedes does? Does Walmart keep an eye on what Target does? Does Target keep an eye on what Walmart does? Does the United States keep an eye on what China does? Does China keep an eye on what the United States does? Yes or no? Yeah, AI. Yeah, AI is coming for a lot of people. AI is coming for all the hard workers. AI is coming for all the middlemen. If you don't know your value add within 7 seconds or less, I'm gonna cut your ass out of the equation. I'm gonna go direct to market. If I'm serving as your middleman and you ask me what my value add is and I can't tell you within 7 seconds or less, you cut my ass out of the equation. You go direct to market. You keep more of the margin your damn self. All right. Okay. So let's get back to some of the. Okay, but actually, before we continue on the current events, I want to mention we got 100 and something people on the call right now. I want to mention 3 things, 3 trainings I'm working on. 3 trainings I'm working on in the Black Business School. One of them is options related. One of them is business related. One of them is health related. So I've got 3 trainings in the pipeline. I'm going to drop the details as I finalize them in the near future. I'm working on an options training, a one-off options training. I'm working on a general business training. That one will be free. And I'm also working on a health training. That one will be free. So 2 of the 3 will be free. The options one will have a small fee, but it will provide way more value than whatever the cost is that I determine what the cost will be. So I've got 3 trainings in the pipeline for anyone interested. We'll drop the details in the near future. So I wanted to mention that before we continue. Let's see what else we got. I got one other article I want to discuss today. It's regarding Broadcom. Broadcom is one of the biggest companies in the world, so I wanted to. It's important we keep up with some of these big companies because just on one article we can learn multiple business lessons, right? There's business lessons everywhere in society. We just need the right glasses on to see them. All right, let's see what Broadcom's up to. This article dropped yesterday morning. Another article from Yahoo Finance. Broadcom ships latest networking chip to speed AI. All right, let's see what's going on with Broadcom. Broadcom, AVG, ticker symbol AVGO, has begun to ship its latest networking chip that aims to speed AI, the company said on Tuesday. Okay, pause for the cause right there. Pause for the cause right there. Pause for the cause. Let me highlight that. Let me highlight that paragraph. All right, so Broadcom has begun to ship its latest networking chip that aims to speed AI. AI is coming for our asses. All the hard work, all the hard workers, AI is coming to replace us. All the people that love performing labor. We don't love performing labor. Just as a reminder, we love ownership. We don't love performing labor. We have performed labor long enough, hard enough. No more labor. Ownership only. Okay, so AI is coming for that ass. AI is coming for that ass. No more hard work. All right, let me get back to the article here. AI is only going to get faster, only going to get more efficient. We must get faster. We must get more efficient, or we will become obsolete. All right, we will become obsolete if we don't keep up. All right, the chip called Tomahawk 6 boasts double the performance compared to the prior version and other traffic control features that make the networking chip significantly more efficient. Significantly more efficient. Are we becoming significantly more efficient, or are we trying to work harder than we already work? All right, so what's that? What business lesson are we on? Business lesson 5. No more hard work, efficient work only. All right, someone drop that in the chat. BL5, business lesson 5, efficient work only. No more hard work. We have busted our asses long enough, hard enough. Our ancestors busted their ass long enough, hard enough. No more hard work. Efficient work only. All right, let's see what else they got. The speed both means that fewer networking switches are needed to perform the same task. Okay. Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO, currently at 258. Can we look at the chart here? Yeah, okay, so let's quickly look at AVO's chart right here, Broadcom's chart right here. 1 day, okay, 1 day up slightly, 1 month up slightly, 6 months year to date. Okay, maybe we'll look up AVGO in a few minutes. Let's continue with the article. Broadcom's networking chips have gained increased importance because of AI. When constructing the necessary data centers for AI applications, infrastructure builders must string together hundreds of thousands of chips. Building large-scale clusters of networking chips requires specialized networking gear and chips, which the Tomahawk series of processors is one such component. Okay. In a couple years, we will start seeing 1 million GPUs housed in a physical building. Okay, so for anyone interested in investing AI, for any new stock market investors, maybe you look at a company that builds out these physical data centers. Broadcom's networking chips use the Ethernet networking protocol, which has a networking standard for decades. Which has been a networking standard for decades. NVIDIA produces hardware that uses the rival tech called InfiniBand. I can't read English. And several products based on Ethernet. My bad, Ethernet. All these networks can be very simply done. You don't need that technology. Okay, Tomahawk 6 is the first product in line that will use several chips combined into a single package, a tech known as chiplets that is widely adopted by other chip designers such as AMD. Adding chiplets roughly double the amount of silicon area used in the design. Okay, Broadcom is producing the Tomahawk switch on TSM's 3 nano process. Okay, here's the lesson in this. Some of the biggest companies in the world are not sitting around with their feet kicked up, patting themselves on the back. Even the biggest companies in the world are continually innovating. So BL6, business lesson 6. As the chief executive officer of your business, as the chief executive officer of your life, don't kick back with your feet up, pat yourself on the back. You must continually innovate. If NVIDIA's continually innovate, if Microsoft's continually innovate, we must continually innovate. We will take a business lesson from the biggest executives in the world. Don't sit around, pat yourself on the back. You must have some baseline level of paranoia. Your competitors, the first minute you sit back and kick your feet up, pat yourself on your back, is the first minute your competitors on your ass. Okay, you must continually innovate. BL6, continually innovate. Do not sit around thinking shit is sweet. Shit is not sweet. Your competitors will be on your ass. BL6, continually innovate. All right, so that's the business lesson in that article. Continually innovate. Do not, even if things are going right, you should continually innovate. BL6, continually innovate. Let's see here. Missing all the chat. I know I'm missing the chat. Andrea says, please share the two. Yeah. Okay, got it. I think this relates to the 3 trainings I got coming in the pipeline. 2 of them will be free. The third will have a small fee. I will share the two free on YouTube live. I just haven't finalized all the details yet, time, date, and all that stuff. I will share those two freebies on YouTube. I think it's important to share some of this knowledge, right? My mind is much clearer these days. I literally get divine downloads, all times of day, 3 a.m. Sometimes I'm on my phone writing out notes from my divine downloads. So um, we need to deprogram from all the bullshit education we received. A lot of it was bullshit. Let's be honest, and we need to reprogram with freedom education, right? I believe the objective is financial freedom, not to kiss Mr. Charlie's ass any longer than we have already, not to kiss HR's ass any more than we have already. I believe the objective is financial freedom, so we will prioritize freedom education, not that Romeo and Juliet bullshit. Okay. Andrea says she owns a few shares of AGO. Okay, cool. Yep. I believe. Actually, let's go to AI right now. What we're going to do is search the biggest companies in the world. Actually, what we could do is search AVGO. Let's go to AI. We like AI. AI is coming for our ass. We better keep up with AI. We better use AI, or we become obsolete. All right, let me share my screen with the AI. Share screen. Okay, what we at? 7? BL7, Business Lesson 7, Winning Wednesdays, June 4th, 2025. Incorporate AI some way, somehow into your life, into your business. Otherwise, we will get left behind. BL7, incorporate AI every day. Start using the AI every day. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, let me make sure my share screen is good. Okay, so what we're going to do with the AVGO is how big a company is AVGO? Let's see what it says. Let's see here. Market cap, current, present day. Okay, $1 trillion company. $1 trillion company. Right there in that first paragraph. $1 trillion company, making it's the world's 8th most valuable company. Okay. Don't believe me. Believe the AI. AI says Broadcom is the world's 8th largest company. If the world's 8th largest company isn't sitting around patting itself on the back, why would we be sitting around patting ourselves on the back? We could take a lesson from Broadcom. Continually innovate. Don't get complacent. Continually innovate. All right. If these biggest companies in the world continually innovate, we can learn a lesson from that. We will continually innovate. We won't sit around with our feet kicked up, thinking shit is sweet. Shit ain't sweet. Our competitors will be coming for that ass. Our competitors will be coming for our market share. Our competitors will be coming for our mind share if we sit around thinking shit is sweet. Okay, summary right here. Summary: Broadcom is a massive global influential company. Global influential company ain't sitting around patting themselves on the back. With a market cap exceeding 1 trillion, annual revenue in the tens of billions. Okay, what else? All right, I say all that to say, I think it was what, Business Lessons 5, Business Lesson 6. Don't sit around thinking shit is sweet. Your competitors are coming for your ass. AI is coming for your ass. The robots are coming for your ass. What are you going to do about it? What you will do about it is to continually innovate. Think about how you can offer better products. Think about how you can offer better services. Going back to that profit margin training we had last week, think about the lines of your business that have the highest profit margin. You will prioritize those ones. You will scale back all the other ones. Okay. We want to hustle efficiently. We want to hustle. We want to scale up the business ventures that provide the best profit, that are most profitable and most efficient. We want to scale back all the other business lines of business. All right. So that's some AI regarding the AVGO ticker, Broadcom. All right, let's see what else we got. Actually, I want to go back. I shouldn't have stopped sharing, man. I want to talk about companies that have earnings this week. Let me go back to my screen share. Where is my screen share? Right here. Screen share. Let's see what companies earned this week. For all us shareholders, or even if you're running options plays, we want to know. We want to ask the AI what companies report earnings this week. Let's see what they say. Okay, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, CrowdStrike was yesterday. Today's Wednesday. CrowdStrike was yesterday. What else we got yesterday? General yesterday. Neo yesterday. Okay, today Dollar Tree. Tomorrow. Okay, so we just talked about Broadcom, right? We just talked about the 8th biggest company in the world. For all you Broadcom shareholders, for anyone running option plays on Broadcom, just know they report earnings tomorrow. What else do we have? DocuSign. I don't own shares DocuSign, but I've used DocuSign in the past. DocuSign. What else? Nothing too crazy the rest of the week. Okay, so it seems like the biggest company that reports this week is Broadcom, which reports tomorrow. All right, so just be aware of that. That comes up tomorrow. All right, so what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? We do not blow in the wind. We move with strategy. We move with foresight. We are chief executives. We conduct ourselves as chief executives. We don't blow in the wind and hope shit works out. We move with foresight. We move with strategy. Okay? We do not blow in the wind and hope shit works out. No. All right, what do you guys think about that? Are we moving with strategy? Are we moving with foresight? Or do we just blow in the wind and hope shit works out? Do we just wing it and hope shit works out? Or do we move with strategy? Do we move with foresight? Real chess player can see 10 steps ahead. We are not playing checkers. We are playing chess. We are seeing 10 steps ahead, 15 steps ahead, 25 steps ahead, 100 steps ahead. Okay? We move with strategy. All right, let's see what else we got. What do you guys think about that? All right, it's 12:48 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a look at current market. Let's take a live look at the market again. Let's see what's going on with the market. Share screen. NASDAQ. What's going on with the NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ slightly up. Pretty much the same thing as a few minutes ago. Nothing, no crazy change since a few minutes ago. If you have any comments or questions, drop them in the chat. Someone said, let me see. No, I'm missing a whole bunch of chats. Okay, shout out to Andrea. She got the business lesson summarized. We used to go, back in the day, we used to be in class taking notes on a whole bunch of irrelevant bullshit. Shout out to Andrea for putting the BLs in the chat. Business lessons. She's got the business lessons in the chat. We will stop deferring our education to other people. They miseducated us long enough. We will take full responsibility of our own education. All right. So free game here on Winning Wednesdays. Better than a master's degree. All right. So, okay. So you want to look up a few tickers? Okay. Let's look up a few tickers. We got some time. Let's look up a few tickers. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and let's look up some tickers. All right, let's see here. All right, so first ticker is Oracle, ORCL. Let's see what's going on with Oracle. ORCL. Nope. ORCL, Oracle. Did I type in the wrong ticker? Let me just spell it out. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Oracle. Okay, ORCL. Okay, there we go. Oracle Corporation. Oracle currently at 168.62. Let's see what's going on with Oracle. 5 days up about 3%. 1 month up a lot last month. Oh, what's going on with Oracle the last month? Did they have earnings or something? Earnings date. Actually, earnings is coming up on the 11th, which is 1 week today. So they got earnings next week. Next week, Wednesday. All right. So 1 month they're up 12%. That's a lot. 6 month they're down 10%. Year to date they're up about 1%. So let's go back to that. One month they're up 12% almost. 6 months they're down 10%. Am I reading that correctly? 1 year, wow, 1 year they've blown up. Okay, so we can't complain about racism. We can't complain about Mr. Charlie. We can't complain about HR not like on our resume. Here's opportunity right in front of our face. The question is, can we recognize it? Okay, Broadcom, not Broadcom, Oracle, 1 year, 40% return. Okay, 40% return, 1 year. Okay, we cannot cry. America doesn't have any opportunity. Here's opportunity right in front of our face. Okay, America's full of opportunity. People literally walk to this country for the opportunity the opportunities that me and you take for granted. Okay, America, there's no shortage of opportunity. One is staring us literally in the face right here. 5 year up 219%. Again, there's the opportunity right there. Last 5 years, 219% return. We can't cry racism. We can't cry Joe Biden. We can't cry Donald Trump. Opportunity is staring us right in the face right there. All right? No more crying. No whining on Winning Wednesdays. No crying, no whining. Ownership only. Okay, let's see what else. Oracle, QBTS, D-Wave. Okay, let's take a look at that one. QBTS. D-Wave Quantum. All right, let's see what's going on with D-Wave Quantum. Currently at 1788. Where's the chart? Still thinking about it. 5 days. Okay, 1 day, 5 days up about 2%. 1 month up 126%. What's going on with D-Wave? What is going on with D-Wave? What happened in the last month? 126% return. All right, let's see. Let's go back. Okay, so a month ago on let me get this chart correct. A month ago on May 7th, we're down here crying about racism. We're down here crying about Mr. Charlie. Fast forward 1 month. Oh no, at the time it was what? How much? At the time it was $6, $7. Fast forward 1 month, it's about almost 18. Okay, we can't blame racism on that one. We can't blame Mr. Charlie on that one. That was on our watch. Okay, we can't cry unequal opportunity on that one. That was on our watch. 6 months. Okay, 6 months up 500%. We cannot blame Mr. Charlie on that one. We can't blame unequal opportunity on that one. We can't cry racism on that one. Okay, that was on our watch. Year to date, 112%, same thing. 1 year, same thing. 5 years, same thing. All time, same thing. No crying, no complaining. No whining here on Winning Wednesdays. No whining. Okay, there's another opportunity staring us right in the face. Okay, we cannot cry about lack of opportunity here in America. Another opportunity is staring us right in the face. Can we recognize it? Can we recognize it? All right, let's see what else we got. Oracle. Okay, Oracle just made a deal. Okay, got it. Andrea's sitting on Swole. Andrea's pocket sitting on Swole. Bought 200 shares in December. Andrea will not be crying about racism. Andrea will not be crying about unequal opportunity. Andrea will not be crying about Joe Biden, Donald Trump. Unequal. Andrea don't give a shit. She getting her wealth. She building out her portfolio. She ain't crying. She ain't complaining. She taking action. Yep, there you go. Ain't no racism right there. Ain't no racism right there. Ain't no unequal opportunity right there. Andrea don't give a shit that HR don't like her resume. She doing something about it. Are we doing something about it? There you go. Stop crying. Stop complaining. Take action. We will leave the crying and complaining to the children. We are adults. We are chief executives. We conduct ourselves as such. No more crying. No more complaining. We have all the tools. We have all the strategies. We've taken all the classes. We got the mindset. Go execute. Go execute. Become Mr. Charlie's top competitor. Whoop his ass in business. Whoop his ass. The same way he whooped your ass the last 500 years. Return the favor. Mr. Charlie claims he's about equality. Cool. He whooped your ass. Go whoop his ass. Same energy. Same energy. What do you think about that? What do you guys think about those articles? What do you guys think about current market? Let me see. Let me check my notes here. Talked about that. Talked about that. Talked about that. Scheduling. Today's Wednesday, so tonight 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I believe Doc will have his book club. Rest of this week. What's going on the rest of the week in the Black Business School? Anyone know what's going on the rest of the week in the Black Business School? Anything tomorrow night? Anything Friday night? I forget. In terms of scheduling, the only thing I can think about is tonight's book club meeting. Yeah, I think I missed this comment before. We must adapt. Okay, so we can't get comfortable. We can't kick our feet up and pat ourselves on the back. Even if we're doing well, even if our business is doing well, we have to have some baseline level of paranoia. Okay, even if we are doing well, our competitors are looking at us. Our competitors are going to copy what we're doing. We have to innovate. We have to innovate. Okay, don't become obsolete like some of these companies, right? Some of these companies didn't look at the environmental landscape. They got too comfortable. They thought shit was sweet, and their competitors came and ate their food. Okay, you will become obsolete. All right, that actually ties into the AI. If we're not using AI somehow, if we're not using it in our business or in our personal lives, somehow we are slowly getting left behind. We are slowly getting left behind. All right. So we don't want to get left behind. Okay. We don't want to be laggards. We want to be leaders. All right. So business lesson, what, 7 or 8? Be a leader, not a laggard. Leader, not laggard. We want to be leaders, not laggards. Okay. Business lesson 8. I think I'm losing track. Business lesson 8, winning Wednesdays, June 4th, 2025. Be a leader, not a laggard. If I'm a laggard in your network, you need to fire me. If my name and my number are in your contact list on your phone and I'm a laggard, you need to fire me. You need to block me. You need to give me my pink slip. Errol, you are relieved of your duties. You are a laggard in my network. You're fired. Thank you for your service. Your ass is fired. Okay, we want to be leaders, not laggards. Anyone in your network, anyone on your cell phone, that's a laggard in your network. Anyone that's a laggard in your contact list, give them their pink slip. Thank you for your service. We are headed in 2 different directions. You are fired. Thank you for your service. Okay? We will fire all laggards. Anyone in our family that is a laggard. Anyone in our family, anyone in our network that talk all that talk, they don't execute, give them their pink slip. We will fire their ass immediately. No more laggards in our network. We want to only network with leaders. Okay. Business lesson 9. 8. We only want to be leaders, not laggards. Fire our laggards in your network immediately. Right? No more laggards. Business lesson 8. Be a leader. Be a leader. If I'm a leader and I hang out with a bunch of other leaders, it only levels me up. If I'm a laggard and I hang out with other laggards, we're all laggards. Okay. We want to be a leader, not laggard. Go through your contacts list. Go through your contacts list on your phone. Block everyone. Fire everyone. That's a laggard. Your services are no longer necessary. Thank you for your service. Yo ass is out. So, we're what do they say? We're the average of the top five of the five people we keep the most company with. If I'm a laggard in your network, you need to fire me immediately. If I don't level you up, you need to fire me immediately. If the five closest people in your network, if they don't level you up, fire their ass immediately. Right after this call, go fire their ass immediately. Go block their number. Thank you, such and such. You've been great to me. I'm headed in a different direction. Not that my direction is better than yours. Not that your direction is better than mine. We're on two different wavelengths. Your ass is fired immediately. Thank you for your service. All right. All right. Before we wrap, one last look at the market. We cannot complain about racism any longer. That excuse is a dated excuse. We can't complain about unequal opportunity. We will create opportunity our damn selves. We will not build Mr. Charlie's business more than our own. We will not leave the comforts of our home and the comforts of our family to go build Mr. Charlie's business, then come home, say we're too tired to build our own businesses. No, that's ass backwards. All right, so here's a live look at the market before we wrap. Pretty much all green, except Nvidia. Nvidia slightly red. MicroStrategy slightly red. Bitcoin currently at 105. There's a third opportunity staring us right there in the face. Let me highlight that ticker right there. 105 BTC 105. There's a third opportunity staring us in the face. We cannot complain about lack of opportunity in America. There's a third opportunity staring us right in the face. Question is, will we act on it? Right? It's easier just to sit on our ass, cry and complain. It takes much more effort to get off our ass, look ourselves in the mirror, take full accountability, and go do something about it. All right, so there's a third opportunity staring us right in the face. BTC USD, currently at 105, 438. Okay. All right, let's wrap up for today. Check you out next week, Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern, Winning Wednesdays. We talk about wealth, power, and ownership in America. We do not talk about eternal subordination, eternal servitude, and eternal ass kissing. We graduate. Graduation season, real graduation is graduate from employee to owner, from renter to landlord. What else is real graduation? Okay, they tricked us, right? They tricked us one more time, right? They told us real graduation is that high school graduation, that bachelor's graduation, that master's graduation, that PhD graduation. What's real graduation? We're already in June, graduation season. Drop what's real graduation in the chat. What's real graduation? Real graduation is that to ownership. Okay. Let me ask you a real question. What's Mr. Charlie celebrating? Is he celebrating his kid's high school graduation, or is he celebrating ownership? All right, so business lesson 9, focus on real graduation, okay? Not that bullshit graduation they had us distracted with, okay? Real graduation. All right, Mr. Charlie don't give two shits about high school graduation. Mr. Charlie want that ownership, okay? We want that ownership too. We will whoop his ass in business, all right? Check you out next week. Peace.